We're live there. Good, good. And come on. Come on, YouTube. You can do it. I have faith in you. Come on, YouTube. Pardon me, guys. I'm working on it. It's sending data, but YouTube has not yet awoken. YouTube? YouTube, what's the problem today? There we go. Everybody's happy now. They're all alive and well. Hi, guys. It's launch day around here. I got in. My understanding is you can get through the first map. You get to the town, you can't get back out of the town. But we'll deal with that when we get there. For right now, we're live and ready to rock and roll. Vengeance is... Yep, okay, we're just going to replace our base attack with Vengeance because they both cost 0.
This land is peaceful. I must warn them before Raya scorches this place to ash.
And a lot of people run through this stuff. That's not my way. I want to whack things, and so they shall be whacked upon. Whackety whack. Tell them about health potions, which I know about. I have like 420 hours in the game, so I'm kind of up to speed on health potions. Did want to check. I'm not sure that that's working. Hold on. I'm not positive the game sound is working because fucking Microsoft breaks my sound every single time there's an update. So I now have to check on it. Let's see. That one. Properties. And yes, once again, Microsoft has fucked my sound every fucking time. Their software is just inexplicably shit. And now it's working. You guys now have game sound. You're welcome. Good evening. Evening. Haha. Good morning to those of you who've joined me. I'm going to be skipping through the story stuff.
We can't let that happen.
Sorry. If you want the story stuff, you can get it yourself. The story's not that compelling, generally. Unless they've added a bunch of stuff, which is possible. This guy, unfortunately, is unpleasant. In that he shoots and breathes, so you want to get out of the way of him. A bastard sword. Well, normally I don't approve of swearing, but in this case, sure. I now have a great big two-handed sword that I will use to whack things. That's why we play the game, is to whack things. I now have Warpath. I will be using Warpath as my early leveler. Another bastard sword. Let's see. We're going to replace that with that. And we have ready at our queue. You can completely make the build out of Warpath. Spin to win is a completely workable solution. It's not great single target, however. So we'll keep the Q around. Vengeance, for initial single target. A sunrise emblem. A chance to ignite when we hit things. Who doesn't like setting things on fire? Okay, most people actually don't enjoy setting things on fire. Truth be told. Will we successfully move on to the second map? We have done so. Bodies burnt beyond recognition. That's a cheery thought. They were, in fact, fighting amongst themselves. My understanding is you can run through most of this map and just not bother hitting things, but where's the fun in that? Whoop! Oh, almost dead. There we go. I died. Fortunately, I am not playing hardcore because I'm not fucking crazy. These first couple of maps are, to my mind, unnecessarily difficult. That they really shouldn't be this hard right off the bat. That time I did not play very smartly, by the way. No guarantee that I wouldn't have died anyway, but I didn't play that right. We've hit our first level there in mid-combat. And we start whacking away by increasing our strength, our fire resistance, and our void resistance. With our first passive point.
When you arrived,
Hi, Grael.
are you good? Ain't someone come? Let me watch you fight.
He's a little weird. He wants to watch me fight. He apparently likes to watch. Scholar's hide boots at the turtle. I'll take those. Additional armor and intelligence. I'm smarter than I was. I just waded into that first combat was my, or the combat that killed me. I should have just waded in. I should have been far more tactical in avoiding it. But to my mind, it shouldn't have this kind of difficulty this early in the bit. Ooh, no, there! I'm used to there being a shrine over there. No shrine, huh?
So much destruction. For what?
That's... Yeah, I was going to say that is a unique drop on the map. I didn't think I'd killed anything up there. The unique. Boots, armor, movement speed, dodge rating if you've been hit, increased dodge rating, dex, lots of dex. Dex not that great for this class. Movement, more movement speed, and less damage taken while moving. I will definitely wear those because they're good. Ah! I hope everyone's Wednesday is going well. For me, it is morning still. I woke up early. Level 4. Our first specialization slot is unlocked. We got a hammer sometime in there, didn't we? Yeah. So we're going to unlock hammer. Hammer throw is going to be our leveling skill. It's not a long-term skill for what we're going to be doing. We now have 1 point. Your skills, you can have up to 5 skills that will be on your hotbar, and eventually you'll be able to open all of them up to advancement like this. That's one of the key elements of the game, is basically spectries for all of your skills. I have a beer drop. That is actually a quite rare drop in the game. It can drop anywhere, obviously. It's just a healing potion that's labeled differently. the little Easter egg. There's two kinds of beer. I don't remember the other one. And all it is basically, it's just a healing potion.
Well done. We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Let's see, this is blue quality, 16 melee damage, extra melee void damage. It's a slower attack, but significant increased stun chance. So yeah, we'll use that. These are lore bits.
They're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them over and over.
Warp. So, having the expected server issues, you get in or offline. Oh, I'm in. It depends. If you're seeing an issue, which one are you seeing? I may have a fix. On the other hand, this has been mentioned. I saw while watching some of the other streamers while I was doing the last patch that some of the transitions seem to be bugged. It's online unavailable, so not surprising. I'm in online, though. So, I know they said there would be queues. I didn't see a queue. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly possible, and wouldn't be surprising if they're having problems. Hey, there we go, it kicked in. So there may just be sort of queuing between maps, and yeah, we're working again. How many are playing right now on Steam?
Sounds like the keepers of a group. Even then, it's these now. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around.
I'll feel free to look around. I know they said they had a whole bunch of bare metal ready to bring up. But it's certainly possible they've capped or they had to wait for, sufficient demand or whatever. I currently have 118 gold, so I am obviously wealthy beyond compare.
Right.
Here's my stash. It is sadly empty. Additional stash is purchased with gold, in-game gold, up to something like 200 maximum tabs.
Grail was just telling me one not there. Bolthers, not you either. Could you do this? And our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid.
Enter the Fortress Gardens. I have died once already. I got a little bit too much chargy and took on too many at once and wasn't playing tactically enough, and I died. Did you get for one of the challenges went SAF here? Did you get for one of the challenges? Went for SAF. SAF. Oh, single account find? No. You just want to go in normal. Yeah, just go in normal. Exit, recreate the character. Just go in normal. I don't think so. I don't think you can change it after. I think that's a character creation thing. Yeah, basically you just want normal. The solo character found means that, for instance, you couldn't play with another person. And solo account found is the same thing, but at least you'd have a shared stash amongst your characters. I don't think you can change it. I could be wrong. So you can see by the people standing here that we're all trying to enter the Fortress Gardens. Okay, but I should be able to change these. Let's see.
I cannot do that.
Change that. Move the hammer there. We definitely want our lunge there. We now have a movement skill. I mean, I always play trade in Path of Exile and yet I've only traded once. So in essence, I'm just playing solo self-found by discipline. Doesn't correlate? No, it does not correlate to the Circle of Fortune stuff. Because remember, a character will choose... Oh, well, maybe remember's the wrong thing. Character will choose Circle of Fortune or Merchant's Guild well into the game. And that character will be able to be in both. Not at the same time, but be able to change between them. Yeah, the Circle of Fortune you don't even get to until like Act 6 or 5. I think the only reason you do SSF is specifically if you're trying to. I think there's a race, an ongoing race, and I think that requires solo self-found hardcore. Twitch is being worse than LE. Oh, that's unfortunate. One thing I saw, someone said that you can actually get into the Fortress Gardens by spamming. But I'm not sure I believe that. How many, any idea on how many people are playing? I can check, I suppose. What is it? Let's see, Steam charts, isn't it? No, it doesn't look like it's in the top. Oh, that's the last 30 days, I think. Search. Last Epoch. It says current players 13,000. If that's accurate. Seems like that's got to be low if the 30-day average was 9,000. Last you saw was over 140K. That sounds to me a lot more believable. Yeah, a lot of people were saying 150K is what they were expecting. I thought those numbers were very low. I thought it would be much higher than that. Got in, nice. So it thinks I'm entering the Fortress Gardens, but I'm not actually entering the Forest Gardens, which is kind of disappointing. It is a town. I think that's new that they added the town description underneath. Do be aware the initial part of the game, I think, is a little bit harder than it needs to be.
Here what's offered. Thus, I propose.
So don't be surprised if you die. LE61 failed to matchmake, okay? So it at least timed out. Let me head back and see if I have better luck the second time. Looks like it seemed like it took, I don't know, at least 5 minutes to time out. I had a brief wait to get here into town, and then obviously timed out on making the transfer to the next map. So whether that's a towns thing or... but I do have cosmetics. Let's see. How about a Twilight Fox and an adolescent chrono worm? No, we're going to go with the adult chrono worm. I'm going complete brain damage, dumb, stupid, over the top. That's me, for sure. Yeah, hi, hello the Fae. Yes, indeed, there is a fox. Let's zoom on the fox. There's the fox and the worm. The fox has rolled over on its back and is scritching its back. There you go.
Hear what's offered. Thus, I propose we accept this alliance.
Let's see what happens if we try to enter the other map. Alright, it says entering the burning forest. So at least it's trying. It does look like getting out of the town appears to be the issue. And now I'm entering the fortress gardens, but not really. I'll give it another go through here, and then I'll try exiting and coming back in. Let's see. Cosmetics. Equip cosmetics. No, okay. Appearance. Inventory. Blessings. I have none. Supporter packs. Was tempted to buy this one because it has a really cool portal effect. Have they added in more cosmetics? It looks like they've added in more cosmetics. I don't even know what that is. Back item, maybe? Probably. Worm scale Aegis. Probably a back item. So where does one equip? Ah, one equips the portal there. Ah, okay. Let's go with the Celestial Way. Profile image, profile frame. I have the Traveler's Backpack for being a early access gamer. And we can go for the Temporal Guardian or the Fallen Ronin helm, but for now I'm going to go with the what I'm wearing effects. It went away, so evidently we failed again. Failed to matchmake, yeah, so I am going to leave game, which is the session, not the whole game, and re-enter and see where that gets me. Online play unavailable. Check for news about multiplayer updates. Whoops. I clicked OK. We're back, and we're in. Connecting, online play, unavailable. Well, seems like perhaps that was not the best choice I could have made. So how did you get in, Vorp, when you made the transition from online unavailable to getting in? Was it just spamming enter game? So, if I can't actually get to playing in, say, to the top of the hour, I will kill the stream. Yeah, I was in, but having gotten to the first town, I couldn't get out of town. I know Vorp had the same online play unavailable message, and then he got in. I don't know if it was just spamming enter the game or what the deal was. But I'll give it, 10 or 15 minutes at the top of the hour if I still can't get in. Oh my God. It's Engelbert Meow. And she's managed to pick when I can't get into the game. Hi, EBM. For those of you who do not know EBM, the lovely and talented EBM, she's a terrific streamer. An occasional visitor. Let's see. I don't think I can do that from here. I'm trying to figure out how to do a shout out. I don't think I can do a shout out to both media. I think I can only manually do a shout out. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, that worked. You do your best to smack that support for... Oh, isn't she sweet? She's really quite nice. Just so you know, EBM, there's a new game today, and I'm trying to play it. And I got in for a bit, but couldn't make progress because of server issues. So I tried to exit and trying to get back in now, and everything's busted. The game is really good, though. If you're an ARPG player, last Epoch. No, you only very, very slightly demented. I mean, it's so much it's hardly even worth discussing. Could be worse. You could be depraved. You haven't streamed for a while. Been too long. EBM mostly streams Guild Wars 2. No, you're disturbed, Faye. She's just slightly demented. But she also does some other stuff. She also does her cursed cosplays. Which is, to this point, mostly Guild Wars 2 cosplays, but she limits herself on the stuff she can do and has to do them fast, and hence they are cursed. And speaking of cursed, it appears now I am cursed as well. Hey guys, it's a new game, online game with servers, and there's always going to be issues. We had hopes that maybe, perhaps, things would go smoothly. They do not appear to have done so. I am going to completely exit the... No, I'm going to switch to offline, and then switch back to online, and see if that wakes it up. I'm so tired with work and class. Going to get back into it soon. Well, yes, but you've always had class. Pretty classy stream, generally speaking. You see, I can suck up either in chat or in voice. Switch to offline. We switch back to online. We enter game. Still doesn't like it. I am quite good at suck-uppage. Practice, practice, practice. Oops, we got a spinny. That didn't do anything. But I got a spinny momentarily. So I'm going to go all the way out to exit the game. And restart and hope. The odds are it's not going to do anything. But it's worth trying. Well, all I can say in way of compliments for EBM is that she has received most of my recent free subs. I can't think of a... Well, the only higher compliment, basically, is watching all the time. All right. Okay, that worked. Okay, so looks like we've got issues. I will keep trying for a few more minutes. If it fails, I will end the stream until I can reliably play. But we'll give it another 8 minutes. I think we'll get to the top of the hour, and if still no play, I go away. I hope everyone's Wednesday's going well so far. It's early. It's hump day. Those of you who are halfway done with your work day are at the midpoint of your work week. If I try to create a new character, itchy, litchy, witchy. Create character.
In the beginning,
We'll get
there was darkness.
the intro video at least. So
Only Terra, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed, and yet, in her world, there were gods. Mujasa of the desert, Lagon of the sea, Rai of the endless skies, and Herods of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Terra away. Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In the end, it was Rai who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame.
Raye's a jerk.
Caught within Rai's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected, a traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption?
Fat loot.
Or was this fate?
No, it's the fat loot thing.
But no story is quite that simple.
Online play unavailable. Oh. Mwah, mwah. Yeah, so, the almost universally inevitable server issues on launch has reared its fugly head. I'll hang around for a couple more minutes, and then I'll put a stake in the heart of the stream until everything is up running reliably. Itchly. I misspelled itchy. Oh my god, I misspelled itchy. Sorry, itchly, litchy, witchy. You've got to be deleted. Permanently delete her. Yep. And she's gone. I'll recreate her later on. 2 of the characters are female. 3 are male. In the future, I know they would like to unlock gender locking. But that's going to be way down on their list of things to do. First on the list of things to do, get the servers working. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Quite the theatrical presentation, don't you think? If anyone likes to watch Len's suffering, by the way, last night's stream, everybody was picking on me. Vorp was picking on me, in particular. The launch is today, but sadly, server problems. Wait, am I actually getting in this time? No, almost. Server issues. Unsurprising, but a little disappointing. So the odds are I'll be cutting the stream short in about 2 minutes, because watching me click OK, enter game, OK, enter game, OK, OK, isn't really okay. So I appreciate everyone hanging out for the brief time. I'll be back in the undetermined future. Well, I mean, that would be nice. I would be fine with that if it let me in at 10 a.m. But more likely is it would wait till 10:01, until after I had ended the stream. My time, of course. Yeah, are the servers working 3 hours in the future? So I'll be turning off the stream in about a minute. I will post into my Discord when I'm actually going live again, when it looks like the servers will allow me and the other people who want to play. According to Vorp, there were 140,000 people playing a short time after the game launch, and we are at 10 a.m. So I'll hit enter game one more time. Nope. Thanks guys for hanging out for the brief time here. I'm sorry I couldn't actually give you much in the way of gameplay. I did have my first death. For those of you who missed it, you can just... there wasn't much to it. I was a little overly aggressive, and yeah, I died. But I'll be back whenever I get, lasting access to the servers. Plenty of other streamers out there. I would assume a few of them at least are successfully making it past the first town, which is where I got stuck. But I'll be back in, hopefully, an hour or two. If not, later this evening, afternoon. When I get in, I get in. And I'll start streaming again. But thanks for hanging out and giving it a shot. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great morning or afternoon. And I'll catch you next time. But ciao for now.